I've never experienced anything like that ever. The sensation was wild. It was like you're getting pushed back, you're getting lifted up, you're getting propelled forward, you can't feel your arms, and it just blows my mind, like trying to do those maneuvers while you're overcoming all those sensations on your body.
I did not plan for this to become an episode, but it sure did.
Are you filming?
Yeah. Is it weird being in front of the camera?
It's so weird. Hey guys, Flight Chops here. Not me, him.
After a week of wrenching on the annual inspection, so that is the payoff for a lot of unscrewing. My first trip of a multi-leg day was a brief stop at this fly-in, and then to get my pedostatic recertification done with this guy.
So fast. I figured if I take video, I can get him.
And this text from Blake led to the third of 6 flights today.
You want your hips to be fast.
Yeah, your hips are going to do all the heavy lifting to keep you in the seats. These just kind of keep you from flying around too much, but you need to be able to reach them. So I don't want you to like totally cinch down with that.
Okay.
Okay. So you feel.
Wait, what things do I have to reach for?
Well, you're gonna be flying, right? You're gonna have to reach this.
This whole thing was Blake's idea, and he's the one holding the camera.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous, but
That's good.
I'm more excited. I'm more excited. My feet are sweating, so I know I'm a little bit nervous.
I showed up to this one as 100% pilot guy, not thinking about filmmaking. I've already got a massive project underway in post-production, finishing up the series with Beta Technologies. The electric aircraft industry is full of a lot of things like this, really cool looking mock-ups that are fiberglass and scale, but don't actually do anything and probably will never fly. But this place is building this aircraft. It currently flies, it's in the test program now. I'm gonna watch a test flight happen, and I'm gonna learn how to fly it. The rest of that series is coming next, but it's a huge edit.
Feel fast. That's good. That's how she is, by.
So I was relieved to be able to squeeze this one in.
Okay, I'm pretty much ready to fire it up, Blake, so if you want to stand back. Nothing in front of the props.
No, you're clear. Yeah, you're good.
Blake is a longtime pilot buddy that you've probably seen on the channel, and Brittany is a good friend of his that's involved with a very successful sailing channel. And the entire objective here was just to make this a little scene for one of her episodes. At this point, I've given dozens of first aerobatic rides. It's a pleasure to be able to do it, but I don't often share them anymore. But upon reviewing the raw footage, we saw there was a lot of value here, both from an educational standpoint because of the complex airspace we're working with, but also Brittany's energy is super infectious. She's bulletproof. As a passenger, I've never done a ride with someone that was this good to go for basically the full menu. It was non-stop action, and I was inspired to share it.
Okay, cameras are rolling. I'm gonna stop thinking about cameras. As soon as that airplane clears, I'm gonna take the runway. I'll look for other planes, make sure no one else is coming. There's that one, that's fine.
That guy in the air.
Burlington traffic shot of Alpha, take position 3-2. Immediate departure as soon as Victor Kilo Oscar's out of the way. Burlington, and I'll be heading southwest. Burlington. This could be a kind of a beeping sound as I roll. It's just the angle of attack thing. I'm gonna say disregard. Slight right crosswind. You ready to go?
Traffic, I can't from Sierra, right base 3-2, touch and go.
Alright, power set.
Traffic, I can emerge, is right down on 3-2.
So we're gonna disregard that beeping. Nice, she's got good performance. A little bit bumpy today.
Different, yeah.
Okay, so I got that one,
Traffic, I can't from Sierra, turning final 3-2, touch and go.
Those guys are both on your...
Use my power, I'll just zoom that in.
Yeah, there you go.
Running traffic shot of Alpha's on the left crosswind turn, 1500 climbing, 2000, Burlington.
Burlington traffic, 530
What's the altitude we're going to pull today?
We're at 2000 now, and we can't go too much higher near here because of Toronto.
Just turn right downwind for 3-2, we have you in sight. Would you like to go behind us?
We're flying from a small, uncontrolled airport right beside Toronto International, and there was a lot of wildfire smoke in the atmosphere.
Let's just look for planes that way because that's where they tend to come from the practice area. It's pretty murky today, so we don't have much of a horizon.
Right.
I'm going to see if I can negotiate something with Toronto, but today there was a thing called a NOTAM that says, it was a notice to airmen.
Yeah, I've got good visual with you.
That said they aren't offering what's called flight following in this area because they're short-staffed.
Blake actually posted about this on his blog. I'll share his link in the description.
but we'll keep an eye on this. This is our 1 and 2 mile scale.
Yeah.
I'll make that 2 and 6 is a good number.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 2,000.
Traffic Victor Kilo Oscar, right base, 3-2, touch and go.
Running traffic tracker valve is departing the area to the south. 2,000.
100. Altimeter's 29er. Your company jump aircraft southwest of the jump zone who's descending through 6,000.
About 6,500.
You want to try flying it?
Niner and...
Sure,
We're just looking to fly toward that bridge. Just, you can take control, just don't press any buttons.
Okay, I hold it.
Yep.
Okay.
And just, it's going to be a little bumpy, just gentle on the stick, and just try to keep the same round horizon and wings level.
And
I know
is
it's hard with...
left and right?
Yeah, go ahead and play with it, feel
Okay.
it.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
And just keep us going toward that bridge.
Okay. And I'm not controlling our altitude, I'm just controlling our
Well,
direction.
you are.
Okay.
So just watch out because we were climbing.
So, okay.
Just a
Wait,
little-
is that a pull back?
Pull back goes up and push.
Okay.
So just a little push, but not much.
Okay.
It's pretty
Little
trimmed
push.
out, so if you don't put pressure, it should stay where it is. I'm going to just call Toronto, but you keep us in this area, head toward that bridge.
Okay.
So a little bit left, and then I'm going to talk to Toronto.
Alright.
Toronto, hello, Foxtrot,
Oh.
Charlie Golf Alpha.
Charlie Golf Alpha, standby.
That's not a good sign, they're busy.
Oh, shit.
It's fine, we're going to go toward the left of this bridge, and
Okay.
then over the water, and we'll see
Alright.
what we can do.
Going to port, as we say in the boat world.
There you go. Yeah, port and starboard, right?
Yeah, we got port and starboard. What do you say in aviation?
Left and right.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think some guys do use boat terms, actually, but most of the time, not really.
Well, boat people just gotta complicate everything.
Alright, so eyes are outside, you're flying the airplane. I got
Yes.
the power back, so we're not going too fast. My cruise checks are complete.
Trying to keep us level here. We're going left to the bridge. Very subtle hand movements, eh?
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
tight. It's got rods, not cables, so it's very...
And I think Foxtrot Charlie Golf Alpha was calling center.
Hey, affirmative. It's Foxtrot Takeoff Alpha. I'm just near the Skyway Bridge at the water. I'm wondering if I can get a tiny area to work with light following for some air work between 2 and 4,000. Just like really tight right where I'm at, right at the water at the corner of the bridge.
Charlie Golf Alpha, Roger, squawk code 4776.
4776, Takeoff Alpha. Awesome, they're going to give it to us, I think. So what you can do now is a very slow circle. Left, turn left, and then she'll find us on the radar, and you're going to do a good job with the altitude, 2,000, just a little bit down because you're climbing.
A little bit down?
Yeah, it's really hard with no good horizon.
Mike Hotel Quebec.
Mike Hotel Quebec, Toronto.
I've got to amend that jump altitude
Okay.
directly. Just do
I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, good job. Just keep that turn going. So what you want to do is stop the bank now and just hold it here.
Okay.
There's no horizon, so this is very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
So look-
But I can see it over there. Okay.
Mike, I'd like to change over Unicom.
And now you're diving, but I know it's hard because there's no horizon. Just a little bit more back pressure.
More turn?
A little bit more back pressure.
Back pressure.
There you go. Yeah, right there. Now you
I feel
got
it. Yeah.
Northwest.
Never gonna straighten up.
it. No, just keep circling. A gentle circle.
Charlie Golf Alpha here, identify 2,000 feet, the altimeter at Toronto 2988.
2988. And am I good up to 4,000 in this area?
Yeah, Charlie Golf Alpha, climb up to 4,000 feet, and there is traffic that's going to be passing along the shoreline northeastbound at 2,500 feet.
Okay, I'm climbing to 4,000 now, but then for vertical, how much can I work downward?
Charlie Golf Alpha, just climb up to 4,000 now. There's additional traffic currently after 11 o'clock and about 3
Hold
miles
it.
northeastbound at 3,000 feet, and I'll have further for you in a moment.
Okay, thanks. I'm doing a spiraling climb into my current position to 4,000 Takeoff Alpha.
Roger.
Okay, you can fly it, yours?
Yeah.
So we're gonna hold this to climb.
But I level out?
No, we're climbing. We're going to 4,000 now.
Okay.
So-
But I'm still turning.
Yep, you're still turning. And now this is hard because there's no horizon.
Yeah.
This is not a good lesson for a student because
Oscar Delta Zulu, Roger, squawk.
usually you're looking outside. So see how we're banking more?
Yeah.
So just don't. It's just
Just
gentle.
level it out.
Yeah. We're just corkscrewing up to 4,000.
I see.
We're gonna get out of the way. Toronto is watching us on radar, which is nice. I want to stay over the water though, so keep it going.
It's good pitch.
Doing Mike Delta and 2,000.
Perfect. And then once we get to 4,000, we can level it off, and we'll just start doing a little bit of. Just watch how you're pitching down. There we go, because that's our traffic there. It's 1,000 feet below us.
Is that better?
Yep. We'll just keep that climb going. A little bit more pitch. I'm just helping you with the pitch, just a little bit. Just yeah. Pitch is the word we use for our attitude, and bank is the wings, and yaw is the rudder, which I think is the same in the boat, right?
The yaw. I don't know if we call it a yaw.
135.3.
But yeah, maybe. I've never heard that.
Okay, so that's 4,100, so we can try to level off here.
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll go towards the shore, and then I'll get you to turn the other way just so you can practice
Okay.
and turn in a different direction.
Delta Yankee, Yankee.
I'm going to help you with the rudder when we make the turn, so don't worry about the pedals. You're just going to be on the stick.
We're gonna level out when we get to the shore, right?
Yep.
So I can start?
You can start. So we're going to reverse it, and we're going to start a right turn. We're going to watch out for the climb, though. We're going to keep this turn going. Because what we're trying to do is loiter here. So see that traffic by the shore?
Yeah.
That's one of the ones she was worried about. So,
That's a low flying plane.
well,
Charlie Golf Alpha, up below 3,000 feet now for you.
okay, so I'm going to say between 4 and 3,000 Charlie Golf Alpha. So let's descend because we got a little bit high.
Zulu Sun 2,000.
Alright, cool.
There was
Alright.
one more call there.
I'm going to bring us down to 3,000 now just because I got clearance to do that. So we're going to work within 1,000 feet vertically, which should be good for what we need.
Michael Tucker back there is no
There's another one. We're avoiding that one.
Holy shit.
This is why I want to be talking to her. Okay, go left.
Roger.
So they're doing us a favor because they said today they weren't really going to offer this, but I
Carrier identified at 3,000
told her
feet.
I'm going to be a tight spot. So we're just listen for Charlie Golf Alpha. If you hear that, that's her. I want to talk to her. Okay, I'm going to take it for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's 3,000. So just to warm up, I'm going to just show you some G's. It's not much, okay? Just in a turn. I'm going to turn us back toward the shore.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be a relatively quick bank, and then I'm going to just pull about 2.5 G's, okay? Okay, so power is set. That's good. I'm going to turn off my ESP. I'll tell you what that is later. There's a G.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
There's 3.
Amazing.
All right. You can take it? You can take control?
Yeah. I don't know if I can pull the G's.
No, I'm just saying take it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you control.
There's the main aircraft passing over the Skyway Bridge at 3,000 feet. I can do the airwork 4,000 to 3,500 for now, and lower in a moment.
Okay, between 3,500 and 4,000 All right, we're going back up. This is going to be a little bit interesting. Why don't we go up we'll go up quick, okay? Here we go.
Yeah. Amazing.
My plan was to cap off with a push,
This thing boosts.
but then it occurred to me
Wow.
it wasn't a good idea to subject her to a bunch of negative G without warning.
That's a quick way to get to 4. All right, a little sloppy.
So I turned it into a sloppy Humpty Bump with low energy and just kind of let it roll over on its own at the top. But it did what we needed.
Charlie Golf Alpha, that traffic is just off your 3 o'clock now for about 3 miles. They're southeast bound along the Skyway Bridge at 3,000 feet.
Charlie Golf Alpha, thank you.
2 Deltas here, there's an aircraft 12 o'clock, 3 miles. They're doing some air work, 3,700 feet.
Yeah, so she knows exactly what her altitude is, so that's pretty cool.
Amazing. We got eyes.
Yeah, that's nice to have. All right, well, since we're here, I'll do a roll.
Hey.
I want to do a loop later, but I can't go above 4.
Right.
All right, so this is what a roll feels like. It's going to be just a little bit of a pitch up,
Hey.
and then all the other on, and let the nose fall,
Amazing.
and then we're going to just level off from that. You want to take control? You can turn us around?
Yeah.
You have control?
Right or left?
All right.
Alright.
Cool. All right, and then turn us left a bit just so we don't go at the bridge. I want to stay over the water, so I don't.
Okay.
People use this bridge like a highway.
Okay. I don't know if you're dipping or not besides the horizon.
I've got a lot of information here that I can use, but usually it's visual to make if you're like visual conditions like we are. You can keep us going that way.
Okay.
Southwest time at 3,400 feet, climb 4,000.
Alpha Bravo Delta, climb to 4,000, and we're looking for traffic ahead.
Charlie Golf Alpha, airwork 4,000 below approved now.
4,000 below for Charlie Golf Alpha, thank you. Okay, now she's giving it to us. So I'm going to bring us down a little bit. Drive control.
You got it?
Yep. So bring us down so I can do something that's more vertical.
Hey, that's so maneuverable, like.
Yeah.
Caution, sink rate.
So the computer's telling me sync rate because we're going down fast. So that's okay. I want to bring us to 2,000.
And you feel the force too.
Yeah.
The arms are like numb.
Yeah, we're pulling 2 Gs right now consistently. My last flight was 4.5 there. That's the G meter.
Hamilton, 29 or 89er.
Okay, so when I get us leveled off, I'm going to do a loop. So we're going to look straight ahead, then the horizon's going to disappear. Then you can look at your wing, and that's how we kind of measure what we're doing in terms of wings level on the way up. And once we're upside down, we'll look at the horizon. It'll come back to the top. It'll be about 3 Gs initially, and then we're going to float the top, so you'll feel light in your seat.
Oscar Delta Zulu
And
contact.
then I'll pull G again on the recovery.
It's almost like a stall.
Not a stall. We'll talk through that. But okay, so are you ready? We're a little bit fast. It should be good. There's power set.
3,100 feet, descending to 3.
Here we go.
Heading towards Billy Bishop for a full stop.
South Yankees on
Alright, we're gonna get light.
Yeah, horizon.
Yep.
Amazing.
And now we're gonna be a little more G
Hey, wow.
on the recovery.
Sink 8. Pull up.
Alright, and we end up about where we started, 2,000 feet, and same sort of speed. Turn us around so we stay over the water. You want to take it so you just don't get sick or anything? Just don't press the button.
I'm not pressing.
The trigger is what transmits on the radio, so they don't want you pressing that. Cool. Okay, so you seem like pretty bulletproof. That's no problem?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you my favorite move.
Okay, do I let go of this now?
Yeah, sure. I'll just talk you through what I'm going to do. If you want to try a loop later, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what's called a hammerhead.
Okay.
So I'll talk you through it as I do it.
So I try to hammer like cockily without any horizon. I'm like, I can probably feel what's, like I've done it so many times. If you're off even a little, not at all. Like it turned into like a weird spin thing.
Ooh.
Because I didn't, that's safe, but
Yeah.
it just was ugly.
Okay, so it's going to be vertical, and then we're going to kick over with the rudder when we get almost no speed.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
It's a good pull to get there. So I don't really have a horizon, but I know how it feels, so I think that's about vertical. And I'll wait until I run out of energy. And it's going to be all the rudder.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I didn't have it right because I couldn't see the horizon.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah, this one really requires being able to see the horizon to get it. That's amazing.
Wow.
If you don't have it perfect, it won't kick over nice.
And then I put us on one where I could see the horizon where the land was, and then that one worked fine.
All right, so it's going to bring us back to where the bridge. We'll try that again when I can actually see a horizon and see if I can do a better one.
Try to see the horizon coming.
When I'm going up, I need to see my wing is perfectly, because I got to be perfectly vertical, or the torque of the engine will pull me in a weird way and then it won't work, which is what happened on that one. It kind of turned into a weird, like almost a spin. All right, power set. You good to go?
Yeah, good to go.
Traffic inside Alpha.
Yeah, there it is.
Roger, and
Let me go straight at the ground.
Yep.
And then here comes the G.
That was good.
Yeah, that one worked better. It really is so precise. If you're off even a little bit, it doesn't work because there's so much force. Because the engine doesn't change. I leave all the power in. Okay, if you want to take it.
Yeah.
So if you want to try a loop, I can talk you through that. You want to try that?
I'm pulling towards me.
Yep. And you'll feel about the 3G.
So we're gonna go loop like this.
Yeah.
They'll just let me know when to release. How about that?
Yeah, I'll help you. So let's go for it. Let's power.
Okay.
And we're going to pull.
Pull.
That much, yep. Hold the pull. And then start releasing the pull. Just don't push, just release. There we go. We're going to float, get really light. Now we can start pulling again, gently.
Hold send.
Right there, hold that. This is recovery. You're level again. It's all you. Very cool. Okay, so keep us over the water. And then if you want to try a roll, we can talk through that. Yeah, let's make it so we can see a horizon, so we'll go toward the bridge. This is wildfire smoke, so it's really, so you're diving a little, I'm going to help you with that. Yeah, I feel the speed picking up. This airplane is really fast, so if you point down, it goes. Okay, so let's aim at the bridge, like right here, we'll level off. Okay, so get everything nice and level. Okay, so power is set. Alright, so we're going to pitch up slightly, and then we're going to neutralize the stick, and then we're going to give it all the arrow on. Let's go left.
I'll just turn to the left, basically.
Yeah. And then don't push or pull in this one.
Pull straight.
Okay, so I'm going to just help you guard that stick. So here's the power. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a little bit, park it, and then all of it. All of it. There you go.
And neutral.
Yeah. Very good. This turn so we don't cross the bridge. Perfect. Nice, and then watch the dive. Feel the nose dropping? So we want to fix that by getting the nose back right about there.
Oh, you do that by doing that?
I've got the power. No, that's the stick. But this is just the engine.
Pulling back a little.
Yeah, well, that's me helping.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to fix that.
While you're doing your airwork, just remain over the water.
Check.
The aircraft is going to follow the shoreline over the land at 2,000 feet.
Takeoff Alpha, first half of that got blocked. Go again for Takeoff Alpha.
Charlie Golf Alpha, just remain over the water. I'm going to have an aircraft transit the shoreline, but they're going to be over the land at 2,000 feet.
Hey, affirmative, yep, that's my plan to stay over the water, Takeoff Alpha.
Perfect, thank you.
Good.
And Sierra Echo Oscar, once you get to the shoreline, just remain over the land. There's going to be an aircraft who's doing some air work over the water.
That's us.
Roger, we'll remain over the land for Sierra Echo Oscar.
Thank you.
Okay, so what else do you feel like doing? We've done a hammer, we've done a loop, we've done a roll. We could do a spin. You know, so when you're talking about a stall, I guess we'll just do a stall first, actually. So a stall means when the airplane stops flying.
Right, and you're in the air just flightless.
Well, yeah, depending on if you let it go, it'll go into what's called a spin if you let one wing stall before the other. But I'll just do a straight ahead stall.
Okay, I'll let go.
So because I'm so fast, I need to lose my speed. So to do that, we're going to just go in a 45-degree up, and then we're going to get rid of my engine, okay? Well, not turn it off, but get rid of the power.
Okay.
45 up, power's coming off. This also gives us altitude, so we're safe.
Wow.
And then we're going to come off the line.
Oh my god.
So now, this is where, if I was going to, there's a stall right there. So we're just hanging here, we're barely, see how it's all mushy?
Right, very mushy.
So to recover, I just add some power, take off the pressure, and she's good to go. And the beeping is warning me about that.
Right.
But there's a figure in the competition world, or just the aerobatic world, called a spin, where you let one wing stall before the other.
Okay.
And then you let it fall down, like, you know when a maple leaf key falls off a tree?
Yes.
One wing is kind of still sort of trying to fly, the other one's not.
Okay.
So I'll go right to 4,000 and I'll do one of those. That's a good way to lose some altitude. So it's a safe and slow maneuver, and in this airplane it just really spins fast, so it's kind of fun.
Right.
We are currently 3,600 above ground and 3,800 ASL.
Do you have second radio on board?
Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to go 45.
If possible, can I switch
Power's off.
ability push up 8?
And get right to 4,000.
Yankee Hotel November, before you do that, contact the Burlington traffic
Okay, so
on
the spin is going to be left.
123.5, and then once you're clear of the area, give me a call back.
There's half, one, half, and recover.
Sync rate.
So that's a quick way to lose 1,000 feet.
Good afternoon, Aero
That's crazy.
Tango Take Bank is checking in 4,500
that's fun.
VFR descending.
Okay, you have control if you want to just take it for a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna pitch up a little. I feel like I'm diving.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah.
We're going to stay over the water, good job. And do you want to do anything else, or how you feeling?
I feel great. We could do another roll, maybe.
Yankee Hotel November, Roger, the
Sure.
altimeter Toronto 2988.
Okay, so pick up this heading,
Ready to pick up the ATIS now.
and then we can, let's just level off. There's the power, and we can set ourselves level. And then it'll be a slight pitch up, and then stop the pitch, and then we'll just give her all the aileron.
We're gonna do a sideways roll again.
Left?
Yeah. Left.
Okay.
All right, so pitch
So
up.
pitch up, and stop it, and then all of it. All of it. There you go.
Yeah.
Duke off on course.
And then the nose ends up down a little bit, and then we just recover.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Good job.
I feel like it would be difficult to learn aerobatics because you're feeling the G's and
Watch the altitude. Let's keep her down. We're plus 4,000.
you're focusing on like the feeling, but you've
Yeah.
got to be in control.
Right, there's a lot of physiological stuff going on at the same time.
How do you train for that?
Just exposure therapy.
Yeah. You can't do this in a sim, right?
Not the G's. You can do the other stuff. So we're continuing to ascend. So just whatever you want to do, but we're doing a little spiral dive here. So
But I just pull up.
but also a little bit less bank because it'll spiral.
110.29,
Okay.
expect a level of
Straighten up.
6,000
You're good.
Roger.
All the sailboats out.
Yeah.
Crypto 129, climb
We're
11,000.
all the way up here.
Crypto 11,000, Crypto 129.
All right, want to go back and see how bad a landing I can do?
Yeah.
But this place is so bumpy. The ground, the concrete sucks so bad. Like it's really hard to land without
It looked bumpy on your
being
way in.
uppity. Okay, so just pick up this heading. I'm going to slow us down.
Yeah, you slow us down.
Toronto, Foxtrot, Takeoff Alpha. And we don't need to climb, so let's pitch.
Crypto 129, contact Toronto Center 13562.
3562, Crypto 129, good
And let's do a little circle and descent.
Charlie Golf Alpha, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the help. We are done here. We can head back to Burlington.
Charlie Golf Alpha, Roger, send 2,500 direct Burlington.
2,500 direct Burlington, Takeoff Alpha. Okay, so
We're diving a little.
yeah, because we're going to get down. We're at 3,000 now. We're at 3,100. Bring it down to 2,500, and then we'll go back to Burlington.
So epic. Thank you so much.
Clear
This
that
is so
traffic now,
fucking
and
cool.
I'm actually going to get you to go south of the shoreline now because there's traffic. I'm going to have north of the shoreline.
What do you think our max G rating was today?
I'll tell you in a second. I got to get the G meter up.
Approximately how far south?
I'm pretty sure I saw 5.
Here, Echo Oscar, about a half mile should be good.
Roger, Sierra Colossus.
Okay, we're going to
Okay, so pick up this
Once you
heading.
get to the shoreline,
Heading?
meet about a half mile north of the shoreline, please. In the opposite direction, traffic code can be a half mile south.
Cool. Alright, good heading there.
Mentally running my in-range checks and switching fuel tanks here.
So is Alpha Alpha descend 2000.
2000, Takeoff Alpha. Alright, bring it down to 2000.
Yeah. And Charlie Golf Alpha, I have no further traffic for you, so surveillance service terminates. You can go over to the Burlington Unicom 123.5 TF.
Thank you, over to you, Takeoff Alpha. Perfect.
What's the craziest maneuver that you've ever done in this plane?
In this plane?
Yeah.
Honestly, like pretty much what we just did. We did the whole menu.
Crazy.
Other airplanes can do more violent things like tumbles.
Burlington traffic, I can't
I don't do that because I don't want to, like my fuselage isn't designed for some of this tumbling maneuvers. Keep coming down to 2000. There we go.
What's your
Give
favorite?
us some shade. My favorite is the Hammerhead.
Yeah, that was sick. So many different sensations wrapped in one.
Yeah, exactly. The vertical, the G's, then the floating, the kick, and then you're looking straight at the ground with all the power, which is something you're trained not to do as a student, like to leave your power on when you're diving straight at the ground. But the reason why that works is because we're going with no airspeed from the start. So all of our accelerating is happening safely. If we started that with speed, it would be very dangerous because we'd be like ripping.
Burlington traffic, I can inform Sierra, turning final 32, full stop.
Can you pass out doing this kind of stuff?
Yeah, you can it's called G-lock, loss of consciousness.
Have you ever done that in anyone's plane?
I've grayed out or blacked out a little bit, but I've never actually passed out.
Crazy.
Burlington traffic, I can November X-ray.
When you were flying, you grayed out?
I've grayed myself out a few times, sure, yeah. But you just like release pressure a little, and you kind of flex your glutes and stuff to get the blood into your head.
Right. What move were you doing?
It was called a split ass.
Oh.
That we didn't do. That's probably the craziest, to be honest, actually. I'll tell you about that on the ground.
Split ass.
But let's be sterile and stick with looking for traffic now, because now we're landing and we gotta watch out for threats here.
So we're gonna keep this heading and just...
And the airport's over there, but we're gonna keep this heading.
Okay.
And we're gonna watch out for people coming from this way. Sometimes I'll do a little wing rock to see, is there someone near me there? Is there someone near me there? There's a radio tower we always gotta watch out for, see how high that one is. Burlington traffic, Charlie Golf Alpha, 2,000 feet, about 3.5 miles. Gonna come over the field to the mid-right downwind, 32, full stop, Burlington. This thing get overheated. It looks like it's dead. Anyway, we won't think about that.
So if you made it this far, thanks for watching to the end. I've got a lot more IFR content coming, as well as the rest of the beta series, and even some stuff about flight simming as the Expo is coming up in a couple weeks. So until the next one, keep your flight chops sharp.
Still alive?
Oh my god. That was so freaking damn cool, honestly. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And I'm so freaking stoked.
Kept it all inside?
Ooh, yeah. What a sensation. What did we go up to, Coach?
Oh, I forgot to I think 5 Gs. Let me check the G meter.
Holy shit.
I don't even know what that means, but it's a good number.
5 times the force of gravity, so.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what we got to. I'll just check the G meter. Yeah, we pretty much did the whole menu.
Really? Did you guys do it?
Except for the split axe? What's it called?
Split ass.
Split ass.
I don't tend to do that. Split ass. Yeah, I don't tend to do that with passengers because that's a lot.
Did you Hammerhead?
Yeah.
Yes. So we had to do 2 approaches because it's hard to see the horizon.
Yeah.
But second time, spot on. I did a few rolls.
Nice, nice.
That's what they're called. G unit. It says 1. Oh,
And we're sitting at 1, but we got to 5.
that's pretty good, no?
Yeah.
Is the most 6? Is that?
Yeah.
You had fun?
So cool. I had so much fun. Thank you so much, guys.